Hi, Bear. When you hop on, let me know you're here. I'm just moving that to make it a little prettier. So we're going to work on an order tonight. It's going to be a rainbow swirl. And then, hi Rose, we're going to Milky Way over it in a couple of days. That'll probably just be a regular. Hi Erica. Hi Emily. Hi Tiffany. So I'm really excited. So as you can see, I have my double-sided. Hi Tiffany. Did I say that already? It's been a long day. I think I said that already. Hi Penny. Hey Joel. As you can see, I already have my double-sided tape on here and the backing is trying to lift off. Hey Britt. That's okay. It doesn't really affect what I'm trying to do. Hey Kelly. Don't forget Kelly, there's guys here too. Hi Carolyn, Candace, Christy. Keto's good though. For some people it's so good. I need to get back on it. Hi Annette. Hey Marcy. So we are going to use this double-sided tape hi Wendy, to do our swirl. Of course you can do it on the other techniques. Hi Bonnie. Yes, don't forget the beautiful gents, Kelly. Emily, you can make skinny tumblers and then you got it both covered. Hi Casey and Terry and Rachel. So we are going to do, it is slick, it just slides right off. As you can see, there are a couple of gaps right here. That's okay because this is going to be a, hi May. Hi Krista, Veronica. This is going to be a Milky Way on top of this, so I am not stressing about those little gaps. Hi Cynthia, and partly because it's just almost unavoidable. Hi Katie. Hey April. It's unavoidable, but that's okay. It's an easy fix. So we are going to start with red. I've actually already labeled these: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then here we are back at red. And I have my Aquanet to, thank you Joel, you're super sweet. I'm having my Aquanet here to seal each color in between. So when we peel these and we cover it, we're gonna seal it with this and it'll just take a minute for it to dry. So let's get started. I've got all my colors here. I know, it's crazy, right? I've actually seen some tumblers, Britt, that look like the old school Aquanet bottle or can. It's so cool. Yeah, Joel, everything I read, hairspray should. Yes, it is double-sided tape, Krista. You can use hairspray as like a quick sealant, so to speak. I don't want to use spray paint because, for one, I'm doing it inside and I really don't want to get high in here. Hi Nika. So the colors I'm going to use are Firefighter 488. It's kind of a little bit bigger, not super fine. Yeah, I'm excited to do it, April. Texas Sunrise for my orange. I started to do Garfield. Hi Tanya. I started to do Garfield mixed with a little white wedding, but I thought this was just a little prettier. Y'all vote. Garfield with some white wedding or Texas Sunrise for my orange. I'll let y'all decide on that. Yellow will be You Are My Sunshine. It's not nearly as neon in person as it is. Hi Maria. I think it's anonymous. Well, almost anonymous for Texas Sunrise. It's so pretty. I missed out on ordering that so many times, and I finally snagged it. Hi, Catherine. So this is not nearly as softball yellow in person as it looks like on screen. So don't panic seeing that. It is not Day Glow Yellow. And then we're going to do Watermelon Rind, which is about the same size cut as Firefighter. I have the fine of this one. It's called Tafiti. And I almost did that one, but I wanted the texture of this one. And then for the blue, I just got Elsa recently. Really pretty. I'm trying to go for things that are not iridescent. And I could do almost all of these in iridescent combos, but not quite. So Garfield is this darker. It's normally matte on its own. Hi, Tanya. Tanya, what part of East Texas are you in? April, Garfield is usually a little darker and matte. I've got it right here in the bottle. Hi, Cindy. So it's usually pretty matte, so I added some white wedding. It definitely makes it easy, Carolyn, because I have most of my glitters in a tub. Greenville. How far is that from Marshall? Oh, no, I know where that is. That's on the other side of DFW. I've been there once. Fran is getting a storefront, so any of you Texas ladies, hi, Tammy. Be on the lookout on Fran's page. She's getting a storefront. Super excited. So for the Indigo, we're doing Thin Blue Line. It's like that perfect blend between a really deep royal blue and not quite purple. And then Aladdin. I love this thing. Farmersville. I feel like I know where that is. About the same cut on all of these. Elsa is just a little bit finer. Oh, okay. Marcy, we're not that far from each other. I'm on the other side of 35W. Yeah, it's so exciting. I can't wait to go to her grand opening. I think it might fall on the same day as my niece's birthday party. But I'm gonna have to make it work. Hey, Penny, you gotta do what you gotta do. Erica, her store is gonna be on the main strip. I think it's gonna be on 59. I think she said it's by Lowe's. So I'm not super familiar with that area. I have family there. So next time I go up there, I'm going to go check out the store. Marshall. Erica. Okay, yeah, 59 by Walmart, she said. Marcy said. All right, so let's get started. We are going to start with our red. I got to take off this in-between one. It had a little bit bigger gap. My cup is about a ½ inch wider on the top than the bottom, which is kind of a pain in the tuchus, but that's pretty normal. Just have to kind of compensate for it. So I'm just going to pull everything that has my R's on it, which will be 3 strips. When I went to Marshall a couple weekends ago from Fort Worth, it was just over 3 hours, right at 3 hours, because we had to stop. We had my 87-year-old grandma. Okay, so voila. I'm gonna make sure this is all taped down. Like I said, do not panic that there's a couple of little spaces there, because when we Milky Way over this, you won't see it. You can strategically do all of that. All right, so here we go. You know what, before I do this, I'm going to get my little Cricut spatula because it's so good at pushing stuff down without it being all over my hands. Grab the one with the least amount of epoxy on it. This thing is so handy. It's like worn down to a knife point right there for me using it for every possible tool. In fact, we'll go ahead and just Yeah, perfect. It already stuck where I kind of... Yes, Cynthia, this is a double-sided tape. I just got it in from Amazon. I actually meant to order the 1-inch and I did not. So we are making this work. And just for good measure, I'm going to push this down. Just for my own peace of mind. That is probably not necessary. But I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. This is going to be so pretty. So my husband, I had this on the counter right before I walked out here. And my, Katie, it is this red right here. It's so pretty. There's another one called No Place Like Home that's real similar, but I think it has a little bit of iridescent vibe to it. It's really pretty. My husband was like, what in the world is that? And I was like, oh, it's going to be a rainbow. And he was like, you and your rainbows. It was really funny. I'm like, hey, but this one's actually an order, so... Because I feel like almost all my stuff lately has been rainbows, and there is nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, Britt, I've seen some amazing stuff with double-sided tape. Just for giggles, let's do that. And I'm going to brush this off of the tape real quick. Let me just grab a dry paintbrush. I forgot that. Y'all, it is 96 degrees in this part of my shed. The air conditioner is trying to keep up, but it's not doing a very good job. Alright, so I'm just going to brush this off because I really don't want to glue it, hairspray it to my tape and then it pop up all over what I'm doing in a minute. I'm not going to brush the loose glitter off of my actual space here because I want that there. So now I'm going to hairspray it. And I've got my trash can right here, so sorry I can't show y'all that part. I'm going to wipe off the excess. Kind of went everywhere. Good grief, it's literally dripping off the tape. There. Ta-da-da! It's sealed. And it's not super shiny right now, but it will be under epoxy. So while this dries a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and put this. Bonnie, that is to be determined. It's actually my first time of doing double-sided tape. I usually do epoxy method. I don't love the Mod Podge method. I'll do it, especially if it's something super deep detailed, like my little rainbow geode that I did a while back. But I have never done this part before. Carolyn, I knew that my top was 9 inches or 9¼ inches around, and that my bottom was 8 3/4 inches around. So I had to just kind of overlap in a few spots here and there, and then I had that one spot that I had to overlap pretty good. Okay, so I got everything off my paper here. That's still wet. I'm gonna blow dry it. Yes, Tanya, I have seen candy cane and barber pole tumblers made like this. It's amazing. I just have to blow dry this literally by hand / by mouth. Carolyn, I did this angle because we're going to Milky Way it. And it's going to be so much easier to Milky Way at that angle and have our swirl kind of complement it in the long run. You could do it totally straight if you wanted. I've seen some amazing... Oh, Deborah, you're so sweet. I've seen some amazing like serape and just so crazy, beautiful designs. Okay, it's almost dry. While this is drying the rest of the way, I'm going to show you all the molds that I totally left in the house the other day. You know, after I throw it on the floor. Okay. How adorable is that little guy? It's so cute. I love it. And then the other one that I had left inside was this Christmas ornament. This is going to be so pretty with a nice chunky combo with a ribbon hanging out the top. I haven't decided if I'll do like a paint pen or anything over that part to kind of make it look like an ornament attachment. We'll see. Oh my gosh, this is taking for... I do not remember hairspray taking so long to dry. It's testing my patience. Yeah, so a while back, Marcy, I think she tried to order it, but for some reason it didn't show up or something. So this is actually kind of in the way for me, Krista. It's literally in front of me, and I'm reaching around. But I have really long arms, so it's not too terrible. I've got go-go gadget arms. Marcy, I use the heck out of that Texas keychain. I have one that I ordered from a custom mold maker. Yeah, Sheila, I am learning that quite literally right now. I wish I had my air conditioner was closer to me. I could do it in front of the air conditioner. But I have this keychain mold that I bought from another, I don't know, like an Etsy seller, and it's beautiful and it's detailed, and it was like, most people wouldn't get that reference, Erica. It's beautiful and it's detailed, and it was $15, and I wanted to kind of vomit whenever I saw how much it was, but it's worth it. It's so detailed. But I like the little one that Fran gets because it just a little smaller. Some people like it a little smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my phone just for good measure. All right, this is almost dry. I think I'm gonna go a little lighter on my sprays. I think that's what my problem was. I got a little heavy-handed. Okay, so Texas sunrise, is that what we all agreed on? The 1-inch strips would have been so much easier, but that's okay. Hey, Joyce. All right, so we're gonna lay this down. I got a little bit of firefighter right there. It should be covered by the glitter, but if it's not, we'll cover it with our Milky Way when we do that. So I'm gonna go this way just to kind of avoid as much of my red as I can. I may end up having to do another layer of this one. This isn't quite as pigmented as some of them. Heather, this is just double-sided tape from Amazon. I got it in a 3-pack of 1/2 inch, 1/3 inch, and I think 1/4 inch. I actually meant to order the 1 inch. That's okay. Ooh, I totally missed my thing right there. Okay. Ta-da! Texas Sunrise. Firefighter 488. So I'm going to go a little easier on the hairspray this time. Heather, this is double-sided tape. I've not ever done this method before, but somebody requested it. Oh my gosh, that smells like my childhood. I didn't smell it before, but I definitely smell it now. Someone requested a rainbow tumbler, and we kind of collaborated, and we are doing Milky Way on top of this, which will be a completely separate video. I don't know if it'll be a live or if I just record it to show y'all how it ended up looking at. Oh my gosh, White Rain. Sheila, I'm having all the flashbacks right now. Oh my gosh, we used White Rain everything. Mousse, shampoo, conditioner. It was so cheap. It was like 90 cents a bottle for anything that you needed. I haven't heard that word in so long. But oh my gosh, this smells so good. Rave. Oh my gosh. I think that was a little bit more expensive than some of the others. Okay, when you lightly do this, it definitely dries a lot faster. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. I just put one more load on there. Purell I've only ever heard as a hand sanitizer. I remember Therma Silk or something. Yep, April, that's exactly what this is the purple can. It says unscented, but it's actually very scented. I missed my oh, Prel. Yes, that's what it is, Marcy. I bet that's what she's talking about. That's an oldie. All right, so I got that space cleaned up now. I'm gonna make sure it's dry. You can, Renee, you can use wet hairspray, but it's a lot harder to control where it falls on the second layer. So now I'm just going to pull these. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, we're showing our age, Marcy. That is right. Jessica, you haven't missed a whole lot. We've only done 2 colors so far. Hi, Megan. So we've done Firefighter 488, Texas Sunrise for our orange, and we're about to do You Are My Sunshine for 3 stripes of yellow. I ended up with a funky number of stripes. So some of them get 3 and some of them get 2. Just kind of depended on what it was. Man, I'm having a major flashback with all this White Rain conversation. So the other day at work, somebody sprayed me with rose scented body spray, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just sprayed me with rose scented. And a couple of the girls started laughing because they know that I do not like fake rose smell. And this girl didn't know. She was just sharing her little Victoria's Secret body spray. And I was like, I was scarred as a child from Jean Naté gift sets. Like all that fake rose smell. Oh, Tab. I think they still make Tab. But anyways, I was like, I was scarred by Jean Naté, and hardly anyone knew what I was talking about. And I'm not a lot older than most of them. I'm older than some of them. I'm not older than the doctors I work with, but I'm the oldest like employee, and by 2 months. The next oldest is only 2 months younger than me, and then there's a pretty decent couple of years jump. And I couldn't believe she didn't know what I was talking about when I said Jean Naté. So funny. I didn't realize how picky I was until I started naming off all the things I do and don't like and smells I do and don't like. I never really considered myself. Oh my gosh, exclamation, yes. One of the girls said, what was that bottle of perfume that was white with a black lid or something like that? And I was like, everyone knows what that is. It's so funny. This, on my side, this looks lime green. I hope that this does not look lime green and yellow to y'all. In real life, that's not what it looks like. So after we get all of our colors on here, I'm going to clean up the edges with a blade. Ooh, I don't remember Dippity-Doo, Tanya. That might be a regional thing. Or I might be too young or too old. Taboo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright, so after all of these are on here, and it's sealed really good, I'll come in with a blade and clean up that edge right there. And then I'll clean up this edge here. And I'm actually going to do... I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the bottom just yet, but it'll be something other than plain stainless steel because that's ugly. I might do like a really pretty mix. Yes, Cynthia, it definitely would have. And I may end up redoing this. We're going to see. We're going to see how it pops. But we're going to Milky Way it anyways. So it may not be a big deal. So that's yellow. So one of my most traumatic childhood memories was teasing my hair like I saw on Laverne and Shirley. It took hours to get my hair back to untangled. It was so bad. No, Cindy. I just put it right on there. It's just tape. It's good. Okay, maybe one of y'all can explain this to me. There's a glitter of Franz. I don't have it yet because I keep forgetting to order it, called Man from Milwaukee. And I think that's a Hanson reference of some sort. Can anyone explain that to me? Oh my gosh, Marcy, I cut all my hair at one point. I'm just cleaning off in between layers. I'm just cleaning off this parchment paper with that paintbrush, so that I don't cross-contaminate. I don't want to accidentally get any of the other colors in any of the other colors. So that was You Are My Sunshine. It's not this neon in person. Hi, Kristen. Yeah, Veronica, I definitely teased my hair, but this was like, whew, this was bad. It was so bad. I think I might end up Hanson. It's one of their songs. Okay, that's great, because I only know Mbop and like one other that I couldn't even tell you. Crystal, this is double-sided tape. And I think I'm going to end up making another cup. I'm going to finish this one because I think it'll still be pretty. But I don't think these colors are popping as much as what we pictured. And it is definitely my fault because I did not base paint it. I kind of had those second guesses before I started, and I thought, oh no, it'll stick so well. But no, it's not hiding it. So thanks for clearing up the Man from Milwaukee reference. I know she named that to make somebody happy, but I don't know any of the story behind it to get the joke or the reference or whatnot. And like I said before, don't stress if you end up with little gaps if you're doing a Milky Way. Sheila, I don't do practice cups. Britt, yes, it would be a white base paint. You are correct. I like to just go for it. That's how I learn. If I do a practice cup, and then show y'all the easy way after I've already figured it out. I can't show how to I can't show y'all how to fix your screw ups, because I do it all the time. Crystal, yes, the glitter is sticking to the tape. Tanya, I am an optician. And Crystal, double-sided tape is definitely a good way to go. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so hot in here. I wish I could take credit for coming up with this idea, but I definitely cannot. I definitely saw it on a tutorial or a something. Yeah, Heather, it's pretty nice. It definitely gives you straight lines. See? Yeah. For a second, I thought I did my rainbow out of order. Oh man, it's been a long day. So I got rear-ended on the way to work on Friday, and I was like so sore and exhausted on Saturday that I did not get anything done. Okay, Cindy, is that the lyrics to that song? Because if not, that's quite a story. I'd like to hear the rest of it. Crystal, this is just the Amazon Choice brand. I'll post a link in a little while. I didn't get that done before getting on here. I wanted to get on here. Oh gosh, Jessica. Definitely now one of my newest favorites is Heavenly. I like Heavenly Chunky. I like Heavenly Fine. Calypso. State Fair. Holy smokes. State Fair. I'm almost out because I used it for my dominoes. But I'm going to order more this week. Demi is great. Masquerade. Oktoberfest is really... Yep, a Landon and Aladdin for sure. And Aladdin Chunky also. I had somebody else comment on a video one day asking what colors to start with. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so hard. I have like 200 of her colors. April, you better tell him to use that cup. If my husband will use the cigar band tumbler, your husband can use his fire swirl. I'm so glad that y'all got that a whole day early. That's definitely not the norm right now because the post office is so overworked. They've got so much more influx, I feel like, because of all the online ordering from people being stuck at home and working from home. And I'm so glad y'all got it, though. The other one that I mailed out is supposed to be there tomorrow as well. But it was going quite a bit further. Okay, that was watermelon rind, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Oh my gosh, it's, y'all, Heavenly. Let me show y'all something cool. If y'all have a black glitter and you end up getting Heavenly, check this out. It looks gold. Love it. I was not expecting that at all. I happen to have Heavenly Chunky right here. Penny, I am positive that it's insane. It's so bad. I need to think of something to make our mail guy. I've got a cup already made for our UPS guy. I just really need to take it to work and give it to him. Isn't that fun? I gotta take it to him. I finished it like right before Father's Day, but I was paranoid that it was going to look like a Father's Day gift. April, you're going to be the talk of the office. I wish that my pictures that I uploaded showed the little iridescent swirls in there, because it definitely didn't. Crystal, that's genius. I don't know that I ever get stamps on any mail. I feel like it's all junk mail and bills, and they never use a real, I don't ever use a real stamp. All right, so next is Elsa, going on our blue tab here. Clean off my spatula. This is another one of those that I hesitated ordering for a while, but I really needed a color that was roughly this blue that wasn't iridescent. Oh, I've never used it. Let's go ahead and crack you open. Okay. Stamp. I think, Crystal, the first part was funnier. I love typos. They're so fun. Unless they don't work in your favor, then they're not fun. I'll have to do that. I'll ask the office manager. That would be so cool. He's kind of a young guy, so I don't know if this is like his all the time, rest of his life career. It's kind of weird to say. I already know what his favorite candies are. He loves Reese's. And when I need him to take something out of the mailbox instead of me walking it to PostNet. You know what, Erica? Cowboys is one of the few colors I don't have. It's really weird. April, I'm so glad you like it. I love those little swirls. That's what really made that pop to me. I'm glad you suggested that. Glad you wanted that. It's pretty. So I asked him to take some of my stuff, because sometimes I mail stuff from the office, and if it's not our regular guy, they won't take it. If it's not in the drop box, which we don't have any big drop boxes, so I have to take it to PostNet. I don't really have a choice. Reese's Cup is good. I did also ask him what his other favorite candy. He said he could. Let me back up a little. I stuck a Reese's in there. It was obviously not hot. I said, "Can I bribe you into taking this package today?" And he wrote back on my note, "You can always bribe me with Reese's." So I asked him one day what his other favorite candies were, and he likes like Starburst and stuff like that. So I may have to give him some of that. So that is that. Elsa. I was about to put the lid on, but that's not really the best thing to do right now. I'm not going to brush off right here. I did just the tiniest bit right there. I had a big clump. But I'm not going to brush over the green because I don't want it to contaminate my blue. So let's hairspray it real quick. This is actually a lot prettier in person. I may not have to redo it with a white base. Once it's under epoxy for the first layer, I'll send it to the person that ordered it and see what they think. It's actually brighter than I think it's showing on here. It's so hard to tell. My screen is dim on my side. Yeah, Christmas stamps. That would be a good one. Y'all, I can't wait to make another cigar band tumbler. I have 3 bags of cigar bands now. I told the guys that work at the cigar shop my husband goes to that gave me those bands that I was going to make one for them to like raffle or do it as an employee prize or whatever. I just got to do it. I would not say that this is less expensive. It's more precise more than anything. do the tape over the, yeah, it actually is a little easier, Sheila, just hairspraying in between. You could also spray paint, like spray paint in between, but really this is doing the job. Sometimes I use Tresemme, but I actually ran out of hairspray in my bathroom the other day and I came and stole it, and then I ended up buying Aquanet to bring out here to my she shed. It's the Craft House. Alright, so we're going to do our Indigo, which is thin blue line. Tammy, I've seen some cool stuff come out of these double-sided tapes. Okay, y'all are making me want to get Cowboys. I have not seen it in person. I was just at her store and got some stuff that I didn't have, but that is definitely not one that I grabbed. I'm kind of regretting it now. Alright, so this is thin blue line. Yeah, Cynthia, I have several colors that have 3 instead of 2. If the rainbow had 8 colors, or if I had a better size tape, it would have been perfect. So pretty. I love that Elsa. I'm gonna have to find some uses for that one. Hey, if anybody's not part of our Facebook group, if you're nice and you want to help people and you want to learn stuff, go join our Facebook group. It's called Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. You have to be nice though. The first person I see being a jerk is getting kicked out and blocked. I'm not doing it. It's a place you can ask the stupid questions and you can share the stuff that you think is a fail, because sometimes it's actually not a fail. Did I really? That's what you meant. Oh my gosh, I'm a ding dong. It wouldn't have been bad for it to have an extra violet, but I'm trying not to put extra wide. So thank y'all for catching that. Oh, poop. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. Dang it. Do y'all mind if I run inside and grab my tape? Oh no, I brought my tape. Ha! Ha ha! I forgot. I brought it so I could show y'all what I was using. Good gravy, what a day. Okay, so this is what I'm using. I got a 6-pack. And what I'm using is the third, half inch. This is just off of Amazon. I typed 1 inch double-sided tape, and then I just went with the Amazon's choice. It's, Denise, it's called Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. There's only 2 rules. You have to be nice, and if you share something, be prepared to tell how you did it, because we're all here to learn, and that's what it's for. And sometimes you think that it's terrible, and someone else thinks it's the bomb. So Mary Roberts, early on, posted this tumbler that she thought was a total fail. I commented on it, and every time someone else commented on it, it popped back up in my view, and I'm like, I really just have to have that cup. So I bought it from her. She thought it wasn't very pretty, but I loved it, and I drink from it all the time. It's great. Thank y'all for catching that for me. I did not understand what you were saying when you said that you have 1 more Indigo. I thought it was because there's 3. I just instantly thought the indigo is the last color. I'm telling y'all, it's been a long day. Sheila, that's how it works. Like, I've had plenty of alcohol ink cups that I thought was just not what I expected, and so I was kind of disappointed in it. But they always sold. I used to have a little space at a local like antique slash vendor mall, and it was the first ones to go every time. Oh, Penny, I'm glad that you had a good experience for sure. Ren, okay, so tomorrow I gave you a shout out on a video that I am uploading tomorrow. I couldn't upload it early because I had to wait until somebody got their cup. I totally said your name like several times. That epoxy, that resin, UV resin hack, that's a game changer, man. Newbie, Tumbler tutorials and support. Tanya. Hi, Megan. All right, so that's our indigo. Ta-da! With all the lines this time, not just some of them. I'm really glad that y'all pointed that out to me because I would have been a little irritated with myself. I'm not going to hairspray this yet because I have a little bit too much fall off right here, but I don't want to brush it off here and contaminate this. So I'm going to move this, dump this first. If y'all don't have a dump jar, I highly recommend that you start one. It can make some beautiful color combos. One of a kind, too. Ta-da! One more color. Let me seal this real quick. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. How stupid is that? It smells amazing. It makes me think of my great-grandmother. Denise, yeah, absolutely. Actually, if you want to join, and then when you do your first post, start a fail thread. We've all got them. I stripped mine. I actually videoed stripping mine. It was hideous. It wouldn't even pass as a Halloween cup. Okay, so that layer is drying. That hairspray right there is drying, so I'm gonna clean this off. Crystal, I couldn't quite do the 232. It kind of is that, but I couldn't quite get it exact because of the numbers. So it's 3 2 3 2 3 3 2. Awesome. Carolyn, I'll approve you once I get going, or once I get off of here. Oh my gosh, I got out of here the other day after doing a live and I had glitter all over me. Yeah, I'm glad y'all like it. I had glitter all over me. I literally had to take a shower just to get the glitter off. It was, I don't even know how I got that messy. I have something else cool to show y'all. I'm super stoked about it. There we go. That one had a little bit of an overlap. So we're gonna lay that down. Final color. I'm so excited. You know what? Let me brush this real quick while I'm thinking about it. Oh, hello, genius. It's not going to come off because it's been hairsprayed. OMG. I should really be inside sewing right now. just when I got caught up on all my mask orders, I ended up getting 9 more. But I really, really, really like playing with glitter. Yeah, Ren, there's definitely some advantages to it. I feel like I've seen people do this on those plaid tumblers and like X-Acto knife it. And so you have your tumbler covered in whatever width you want, and literally you just slice it. I guess you would draw on your grid or something, and you just kind of slice it, and it can work out really well that way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all of y'all that love glitter, y'all need to check out glitter Converse. I wear them almost every day. There's nothing wrong with a 41-year-old wearing glitter on her feet and in her ears at all times. Krista, that's a good motto. I think I need that on a plaque or something. I need to hang that up in the office or in the shed. Okay, so let's pat this down and then we'll tap it off. Sheila, everyone has a twin, whether it's looks or personality. Okay. Ta-da. Cynthia, you get them at Converse. I have a few that I've gotten on clearance. I have silver, baby pink, a purple that's a little darker than this, and a really intense teal color. I kind of picture Genie in a Bottle, if y'all are familiar with that color from Friends. They're kind of like that, but obviously not iridescent. You know what? My husband has said that many times, like, oh my gosh, there can never be 2 of you. It's too much to handle. I'm a little extra sometimes. Hi, Chocolate Diva. I didn't see you pop on earlier. Welcome. If you'll tell me your real name, I'll try and remember to call you by your real name. I have a post-it right above me where I have Maria and 2nd April and Erica and Jill and Krista all written down, so I will put you on there. Hi, Sugar Girl. Hi, Heidi. So here is what we've done. Yeah, too old for nothing. Absolutely not. So that is it right there. So we are going to let this sit. I'll seal it really, really good. I'm gonna brush it off first really quickly. I'm gonna brush off the excess that ended up in the red and the blue into the trash. And then I'm gonna seal it. Thank you, June. So let's just seal this whole thing all over again. Those spots, when you're doing it, what I'm working on, when you're doing the tape method, those little spaces right there, do not stress about that, because we're going to Milky Way it. Not today. I've got to clean up the edges here, and if the person that ordered this would like to message me if they'd like any specific color on the bottom, I'll do that actually with Mod Podge. And then of course it'll get Milky Way all over after it gets the first layer of epoxy. Yeah, Jessica, this was on my to-do list. I've told y'all a couple of times I have a running list of what I want to do. And I've marked off Milky Way, lottery ticket, and fishing lure, and cigar bands, and double-sided tape was also on there. You see all that glitter on my hand? That just ended up right on my nose. Most of it just ended up on my nose. So this is Firefighter 488, Texas Sunrise. Don't mess with me. Yes, get paid to stab people with sharp objects. That's what a nurse will do. You Are My Sunshine, Watermelon Rind, Elsa, Thin Blue Line, and Aladdin. And if I wasn't doing a Milky Way, I would be more concerned with those gaps, but it's not really going to be visible once I'm done doing what I'm doing. It's okay. Even that little space where we had some rogue red, it's okay. It's not really going to be that big of a deal. But if this was a this is as is kind of thing, definitely do wider tape and be a little bit more mindful of the edges. And you may have to overlap a little bit more than what I did. But I wasn't stressed about it because, like I said, I'm going to cover it up with a lot of drizzles. And if you're not familiar with Milky Way, give me a second. I'll grab this cup. I have 2 cups actually. So there's a couple different ways you can do a Milky Way. You can do it with multiple colors like we did on that live a couple weeks ago. So this is Cupid Shuffle, Stripes, Union, can't remember what this one is. Disco Ball, and there's nothing wrong with starting another craft and burlesque. So that's a bunch of Fran's colors there with 3 Milky Way covers. 3 Milky Way colors. Good grief. Yeah, so that's one way of doing a Milky Way. Some people love doing multiple micas, epoxy ink, acrylic. Epoxy dye, acrylic. There's a lot of options. But what we're going to do on this rainbow is like this. Just white. This actually has, I forgot, this one actually has a little blue and a little purple, but you can't really see those as much. So we're mostly going to do the white. And some of these you can see the really solid lines. That's because this genius forgot to put a base layer of epoxy before swirling that on there, and it looked like tadpoles. Tadpoles is a good way of putting that. So there's just all kinds of options on there. So that is what we are going to do on that. Oh, Nurse Jennifer, you should not have been YouTubing when you were driving, but I've done it too, because if you're not watching, you can still listen. It is called Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. I'm going to bounce through the colors again real quick. We did that. Oh yeah, and I told y'all I would show you the other really exciting thing. So Firefighter 488, and then Texas Sunrise. These are actually in the thumbnail that I uploaded. Yeah, tadpoles, that's a nice way of putting it. I saved it though. Pretty good. But that's my mom's cup, so it didn't have to be perfect. You Are My Sunshine. Watermelon Rind. It's a little bit bigger cut like Firefighter is. For a fine version of that, Tafiti. And then Elsa. This is a little bit finer like these two are. And then Thin Blue Line. It's a little on the chunkier side. One more. Aladdin. Tanya, that Milky Way video is definitely on there. I think we glittered it on a live, but I uploaded the other separate. So that's those colors right there. And then the other thing I wanted to show y'all that I'm super stoked about, let me get this over in a safe place real quick. Most of y'all know that I was working on dominoes. I made the little miniature domino mold, and I made a set of dominoes out of it. I ended up giving the mold away and the dominoes away, so I have to make a new set of those. But I ended up getting, I've done a video with these. It's just the double 6. But I got double 12s in the mail today. I'm so excited. There are so many of them. But one of these is the hub. This set, I bought these with a buy-in, but I'm sure she ordered separate. I mean extras. This is through Legendary Glitters. And I feel like there might be a new customer coupon code on the top of her page or something. I'll see if I can find one. I can put it in the link put the link in the descriptions. Yeah, Cindy, this is actually double 12s, so double 9s is in here. Erica, this is the hub for Mexican Train. So you put, I don't know all the rules of the game, but you put your domino that you're working from in the center, and then this is where people make their trains. Super stoked. So excited about them. And that's it. That's all I have to show y'all. Thanks for hanging around. If you like my videos, please don't hesitate to give them a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And like I said, if y'all are needing a good place to ask all the new questions, don't hesitate to join our group, Newbie Tumbler Tutorials and Support. Erica, that was all from, that mold set was from, I got that from Legendary Glitters. You guys have a great week. So, Megan, with that $100 in silicone, did you at least get a lot of stuff out of it? That's a lot. I hope you got a lot of molds out of it. Erica, you definitely need to make her a set for Christmas or her birthday. And Denise, I appreciate that encouragement. You're super sweet. Hi, Lamari. I didn't even see you pop on earlier. You guys have a great night. That is all I have to show y'all. I'll find the link for the domino set in just a little bit. I've got to wait for this to load up enough that I can hop on the laptop and edit it. So yeah, June, definitely join us. Oh, so you made like full-size dominoes, Megan. That makes a huge difference. That, I mean, I spent $75 on this set from her. I wish that I would have brought my dominoes that I made back out here, but they're in my house right now. But super great. Love them, love them. They'll be perfect gifts. Jennifer, have you tried doing a torch or even this? Just a lighter over it, just like right over it. That might help. Krista, I got that from Amazon. I'll show you real quick. There's nothing wrong with getting someone to save something that's going to benefit them without them knowing. Krista, this is what I use to make my silicone molds. Yeah. So the only 2 rules for the group, in case you missed it, are be nice. I will ban anyone that's a jerk. And be willing to share how you did something. And those bubbles around the dots, if you're letting your epoxy set up too much, it could be that the glitter is kind of tilting at an angle and making almost like a lean-to. Possible. Jennifer, the group is Newbie, Newbie, Tumbler, tutorials, and support. All right, so that's all I have for y'all. I really do need to get off. My chickens are needing to be locked up, and I'm sure the ducks are ready to get out. Those guys are jerks, and they're very demanding. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I know we had at least one gentleman on here, if he's still here. Joel was watching earlier. So y'all have a great one. And I don't know, I might epoxy this and do a live of the Milky Way part of it. We'll see. But the person that ordered this, please don't hesitate to message me if you want a specific color on the bottom. I will definitely make that happen. You know who you are. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great one.